I've got to ask a question then. So 8 years and then moved to Hoxton Wealth.
Yes.
Why?
Good question. Definitely some serious pull factors from Hoxton, which I'm sure you got to know. And I got to a point in my previous firm, as you do with smaller businesses, where we came to a bit of an impasse between me, and where I wanted to go with the business and where the business was heading with the ownership at the time. Decided to look elsewhere. I've known JJ for a couple of years, so he reached out at the right time. We sat down, had a coffee, explained it, did a little bit of digging into the firm itself, and looked like a great opportunity. As I sort of went through the process, and since I've been here, I didn't really realise what the opportunity was and how big this thing can go, and where we're heading as a company. So I'm very pleased with the last 5 months and what's gone on, really.
So on the outside looking in, before you joined, to what you know now, what's the biggest thing that's really made you go, oh wow, I'm in the right place?
Yeah, the environment we're in. So the people that we're in, the energy, the enthusiasm, all that kind of stuff, it's infectious. And I knew at the time the environment you're in matters. I've probably, looking back, known it for a while. But yeah, definitely the environment that we're in is key.
Did you feel like a bit of a big fish in a small pond in the other environment, or was it like a big, large corporate where you had to do certain things to climb the ladder?
No, not necessarily that. It was just probably a difference of opinion in terms of the direction of where we wanted to go, I'd say, more than anything. So it was a smaller independent firm. So like many, 90% of firms in the UK are individuals, 1 or 2 advisors, whatever it may be. It's a very traditional firm. And I suppose all the things that get done here and where Hoxton is going was on the radar, but again, we were such a tiny player in that sense, we couldn't really go and achieve those things. And there was a difference, a difference of opinion between me and the owners of the business. So just got to a point where I had to move on and find another opportunity. Had a few conversations with a few other firms as well, which was interesting, but this was a really different proposition, and I really like that.
What do you think about the whole international aspect of Hoxton Wealth?
I was not concerned at first. I was intrigued by it. Had some reservations about it because you hear about overseas investment management, you hear about overseas advisors, and you immediately, rightly or wrongly, go to regulation. What's the setup? I love it now. It's such a great addition. I can't believe this time has come where we're having conversations with clients that I didn't think we'd ever have around potentially offshoring or moving abroad and all that kind of stuff. And in previous roles, I'd have been, okay, well, I can't look after you anymore.
Well, that's really interesting. So being in a firm that is multiple jurisdiction, it is international, and you then are able, because we have that service, to be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
What is the response from clients? What are they saying?
They kind of don't expect it because, I don't know, they maybe see a financial advisory firm in Liverpool and having conversations for the first time. You go, actually, yeah, well, if you move to Australia, it's fine. We still look after you, Dubai, wherever you want to go, kind of thing, we can look after you. And for several clients of mine now, it's a case of, well, their job, whatever that may be, can take them internationally quite regularly. And with the budget and the announcements around people leaving the UK, I'm having more of those conversations than ever. So,
do you find that people who are thinking about their retirement planning, are they having conversations about moving abroad more than they were?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, without doubt. It's never been on the radar for some people that I've spoke to over the years, but it's now coming up, whether it's because of tax changes or general UK issues that they now face, whether it's healthcare or delays or whatever, or the familiar issues, it doesn't really matter. But I think there's an attraction globally for people to either split their time or move entirely into, somewhere new.
Do you feel like you have to explain the whole concept of international financial planning to clients to put them at ease? Do they have a negative view of international financial planning, or are they quite sort of inquisitive and interested to understand more?
I think it's a very positive response in the sense that, well, you don't have to leave a relationship with your advisor in the UK. We can just bring a member of the team into the conversation. Somebody on the ground with an understanding of the tax jurisdictions and all that kind of stuff, the legislation locally, it's important, Plus, we're not regulated necessarily to go and look after those clients if I was on my own doing it. So it's been really useful. I've spoken to a few of the international advisors already about basically working together on client work. So again, I just wouldn't have had that opportunity. I've had to have found for me, I always had a responsibility to find the client the next firm if it's not me. So I spent some time doing that in a previous life, and it's a case of, well, hopefully they're okay, because that referral then reflects on me in a way if it's not the right firm, and from the outside it's not always what it seems. But yeah, very confident in just saying, well, there's a member of our team who can join the conversation.